Welcome to Destiny Destinations, where the world moves, stories breathe, and every journey begins with wonder.
There are places where human culture blossoms with amazing life. Ukraine was, and in its heart remains, one such place. Before trouble caught the world's eye, Ukraine was a land of great beauty and gentle rhythms. Huge fields of sunflowers, old cities with shiny church domes and air filled with folk songs. The soul of Ukraine was woven into its lands, from the Carpathian Mountains to the calm Dnipro River. Life here followed the seasons, spring's cherry blossoms, summer's plenty, autumn's fiery forests, and winter's quiet, snowy beauty. Community was everything, stories and laughter shared in city squares and village paths. Grandmothers sewed on benches, children's laughter echoed through parks, and the sounds of daily life made a song of normal, beautiful living. Culture grew strong in the patterns of the vyshyvanka, the taste of borscht, and the music of the bandura. This was not a culture kept in museums, but a living, breathing part of daily life. It was the base for dreams and futures, a legacy of peace and creativity. The land and its people loved connection more than anything. Every tradition, every meal, every song was a thread in the colorful blanket of Ukrainian life. This was Ukraine, a place where peace and culture grew well together. To understand Ukraine, look at a map of Europe. There lies a big country connecting east and west. Its borders touch many countries, making it a place where trade and cultures met for hundreds of years. Ukraine's geography is like a puzzle: rich plains, rolling hills, and amazing Black Sea coastlines. Known as the breadbasket of Europe, its rich soil has fed millions and shaped its future. The great Ukrainian plain makes you feel like there's endless space and freedom, while the Carpathian Mountains and Crimean Peninsula add different kinds of beauty. Cities like Kyiv, Lviv, and Odesa became lively places where ideas and cultures mixed. Ukraine's special spot made it a melting pot, yet it always kept a strong identity. Its importance is not just in its size or resources, but as a cultural and geographical heart of Europe. Before the trouble, life in Ukraine moved with a gentle, expected rhythm. Families hurried children to school, seeing education as a promise of good things to come. Universities were busy with learning and new ideas, bringing students from near and far. Adults filled their days with work, community, and fun. Cafes, parks, and city squares alive with activity. Evenings brought walks along riverbanks, chess games in parks, and laughter among friends. Tourism was good, with visitors amazed by Kyiv's golden domes, Lviv's fairy tale streets, and Odesa's lively art scene. Weekends meant family get-togethers, taking care of gardens at the dacha, and sharing homemade meals. These moments were full of talking, laughter, and the simple joy of being together. Life was built on connection, stability, and the quiet promise that tomorrow would be much like today. The routines, the traditions, the feeling of belonging, these were the main parts of Ukrainian life. It was a life of peace, hope, and shared dreams. This was the Ukraine the world rarely saw, but its people loved deeply. Then, everything changed. The familiar sounds of daily life faded, replaced by an uneasy quiet. City streets emptied, shops closed, and playgrounds became silent. The lively beat of city life slowed, replaced by a heavy, unspoken absence. For many families, the hardest part was leaving, packing memories into a suitcase, locking up homes and saying sad goodbyes at train stations. People left not because they wanted to, but because they had to, carrying keys as symbols of hope to return. The nation's soul felt empty, as so many left. Daily life became a struggle. Simple tasks were full of worry, the feeling of safety gone. The focus changed from planning for the future to just getting by today. Worry took the place of what was expected, and the rhythm of life was broken. Yet, even in this new reality, hope stayed alive in small acts of kindness and strength. The world had changed, but the spirit of Ukraine lived on. Life became a day-to-day search for normal in a world turned upside down. The difference between Ukraine before the war and today is huge, like two different worlds. Once cities shined with life and progress, now, many streets are dark and quiet, with curfews making silence. For children, the world of school, friends and play has been replaced by online classes and temporary homes. The innocence of childhood is now shadowed by uncertainty. Family gatherings, once joyful and complete, are now marked by separation. Birthdays and holidays celebrated over video calls. The circle of loved ones is often broken, the wish to be together again always there. Planning for the future has changed. Dreams are measured in days, not years. People focus on immediate needs, safety, a place to stay, and staying connected. Long-term hopes are on hold, replaced by the urgent wish for peace. The lively energy of the past is now a memory, but the hope for a peaceful tomorrow remains strong. The story of Ukraine is now one of strength in the face of loss. The wish for normal life is everywhere, and the hope for reunion is unbreakable. The future is uncertain, but the desire for peace lasts. Amid hardship, the strength of the Ukrainian people shines. It's a quiet, deep strength, seen in small acts of standing up against sadness. Shopkeepers reopen, teachers hold online classes, and communities become lifelines. Strangers help each other, sharing food, shelter, and support. Volunteers organize help, and in shelters, people find comfort in being together, singing, sharing stories, caring for children. Creativity continues. Artists paint, musicians play, parents comfort children, keeping hope alive. This strength isn't about ignoring pain, but refusing to let it put out the human spirit. Even now, people talk of rebuilding. Architects draw plans, farmers plant seeds, all acts of faith in the future. The belief in life, culture, and identity lasts, no matter the cost. The will to not only survive, but to do well again, is the strongest sign of hope. Ukraine's strength is a bright light for the world. In tough times, what matters most becomes clear. Family and culture are Ukraine's anchors. Family is the emotional base, the reason many go through hardship and hope for a better future. Simple messages, "I'm safe," become precious lifelines. Culture is a way of fighting back Vyshyvakas worn with pride. Folk songs sung in shelters, traditions kept alive. These are not old things, but living declarations of who they are and their unity. Everyday rituals, telling stories, sharing meals, are quiet acts of defiance, keeping society together. By continuing them, people hold on to the essence of peaceful life. Family and culture are the soul of the nation, the true wealth of Ukraine. The fight is not just for land, but to protect this priceless heritage. The hope is that future generations will get these stories, songs, and traditions in a free Ukraine. Peace is more than just no fighting. It's the ground where all good things grow. For Ukraine, peace is the key to rebuilding, healing, and dreaming again. It means building replaces sirens, businesses reopen, and children return to school and play. Peace brings back chances, allowing people to plan, create, and find happiness without fear. Most importantly, peace is about people, families back together, children safe, and lives rebuilt. The journey to recovery is about healing hurts and bringing back a sense of belonging. Ukraine's wish for peace is for everyone, a reminder of how fragile and precious peace is. A peaceful, independent Ukraine is a win for all who believe in people deciding their own future. Its recovery will be a symbol of hope, showing that new beginnings are possible after darkness. The future of Ukraine matters to all who dream of a world where countries live together in harmony. As we look to the future, hope remains Ukraine's strongest power. The dream is not just to go back to the past, but to grow into something stronger and more lively. Hope is for laughter in the streets, cities fixed up, and a people at peace. It's fed by the courage and strength of ordinary Ukrainians. The world's support and unity are very important, but the real power is the people's love for their land. The dream is for future generations to know this time only through history, living in a free, thriving Ukraine. Ukraine's story is a lesson for all. Peace is our most precious thing. The hope for Ukraine is a hope for us all, a world where talking and understanding win. The sun will rise again, the songs will return, and a new day is a promise worth working for.
Until we meet again, stay inspired. With Destiny Destinations, you'll